honest moment right now with y'all. I want to say something. This is to black women. Stop telling y'all sons to hit women back. Just want to say that. Every black man that I know that hits women was told by his mama, if she hits you, hit her ass back. I want to say that that's one of the most toxic things and I don't like to tell women what to do. I know we at a barbershop as men here, but like as a man, every time a man was like, I know men that's like, I'll beat a girl up. Everybody that told him was their mamas.
We're taught that we got to be presentable, but we got to cook, we got to clean, we have to be nurturing, we got to take care of the kids. We have to do all of these things. And now we're living in a society where a 2-income household is kind of what you got to have just to even live comfortably. So not only does a woman supposed to be your piece, which is a lot of burden in that, we also supposed to take care of the household. We also supposed to show up in all of the ways, and we got to have a couple coins come to the table as well.
What does the woman bring to the table?
I hate that question.
No, it's a beautiful question.
That's a terrible question.
It's an amazing question. The problem is you got stupid people asking the question and even stupider people trying to answer the question. Okay? I told you, what's a man's role? So it's 50-50, right? What's a man's role? Protect, provide, maintain. What's a woman's role? Wisdom and balance. What you bring to the table is wisdom and balance. Also, the multiplication of my finances, the protection of my finances. You're supposed to multiply the money and secure and protect the money. That's your role.
So at what point of life do you feel like it's realistic for both parties to fully play their role?
The problem is that the roles and responsibilities for men have not changed since the beginning of time. To be a halfway decent guy, you got to provide, you got to protect. If I get up in front of a crowd and I said, I'm teaching my sons to be future husbands and future fathers. Oh my gosh, that's so responsible. Yes, we love that. But if I say I'm teaching my daughters to be future wives and future mothers, what are you teaching them? What does that mean? And that's because the roles for men have not changed, but no one even wants to define what the roles for women are within the household. Roles and responsibilities feel like restrictions.
All right, I heard somebody bring this up. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon, hype the video, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe. I heard somebody bring this up. Why do we always push the agenda of what a man's supposed to do and we never say what women's supposed to do? And it's all in the plan to create this gender divide, to control the population. But yeah, you know, they never define that to little girls, and that's the problem. And that's why you have a lot of young men that's opting out of dating and opting out of marriage and stuff, because the women don't have to do nothing. You see a boy come from the same household as a woman. He know how to cook. He know how to clean. He know how to do all the domesticated things in the house. And these girls come out and they don't know how to do nothing. They don't know how to sew no more, crochet no more. They don't know how to do nothing. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They lazy. Y'all ever notice it's a rise in lazy women, bro? It is a huge rise in lazy women. There's more men that are more house oriented and know how to keep a house and clean. Go look at videos where they talk about when single men have houses versus single women. Single women are nasty in the houses. I was listening to Bandman Kevo. He was some years ago when he tried to get his girl a house and get out, and get him a house. And, he was saying that one of the reasons was she was nasty. She was in there, dog poop and dog piss on the floor and not cleaning it up and walking around it. Yeah. And it's all part of that feminism bullshit. They telling the guys that the guys need to cook and need to clean, need to do everything for the woman while the woman don't have to do nothing. And you can see it right in this generation of women that they don't even understand the basics of being a woman. They don't even understand their power of femininity. They don't understand it. They don't even understand their power of being a woman. They don't even teach them what being a woman. They're now training the women just to be men, but also with traditional patriarchal, talking points. That's a fact. Oh, men ain't supposed to hit women. You know what I'm saying? Or men are supposed to take the trash out. Men supposed to pay all the bills. Men supposed to be providers. Women, and they telling women, they ain't telling what they supposed to do. You just supposed to sit there and do nothing. They don't know how to wash clothes no more. They don't know how to cook from scratch no more. They don't even know how to cook from the stovetop box no more. All these hoes know how to do is make chicken Alfredo and fucking ramen noodles. And that's why their kids got so much motherfucking sickness and illness to them, because that's all they fucking eat. All they drink is Don Julio. A lot of these women smoking when they pregnant, drinking when they pregnant. Let's keep it a bean. Do y'all understand how many women are unfertile, bro? They talk about the fertility issues amongst men in America. You know how many women are unfertile due to a lot of abort missions, due to diet, due to staying drunk, due to smoking cigarettes, swishers, backwoods, Phillies, weed. They doing all types of shit, ecstasy, the devil's dandruff. They done aborted so many missions. They don't even talk about the beauty of motherhood. All they see motherhood is through struggle motherhood. Oh, my mama was arguing with my daddy and don't even know the full story. They don't even teach women how to be women no more. Women are better at teaching men how to be men, which they can't, than they are teaching women how to be women. And that's crazy right now. You know, that's crazy right now. Women are better at teaching the men how to do womanly things than they are teaching the girls how to do womanly things. They don't pass anything down to these women but how to be a gold digger and how to be lazy now. They're not showing what it's like to be a woman. They just tell, oh, go get an education. And these women ain't got educations and now they in debt. They can't find no men. They got the money but still want men to go to the club and buy them drinks. You know, they got all this money but still need a guy to fix this and do that for them. Come on now. Don't know how to speak to a man. Don't know how to be sweet to a man. Don't know how to really finesse a man. You know what I'm saying? Let alone keep a man or what is a real man. They don't even know what a real man is. They just look at the man as a wallet, as a trick. That's how they mama see men. That's how they see men. They mama ain't trained them to do nothing in most of these scenarios. How to keep a man, how to treat a man, how to speak to a man. How you see their attitudes and you know, what a man look for. All these women around here got these septum rings and all these tattoos and they don't even know. Most respectable men, about 80-90% of respectable men ain't fucking with that shit, bro. They ain't wifing you. They ain't bringing that home to their mama. You got all these fucking piercings and shit in your ass and your nose and shit. You know, ain't even respectable. They don't even teach them how to dress like a lady. They don't even teach them about, wearing dresses and shit. And why you wear dresses to air that pum pum out, you can't stay in pants. They don't even speak to them about that. How it's not ladylike to be drinking out the bottle at the club, putting the Don Julio on your head. Like, they don't even talk about how to be ladylike, cross your legs, how to speak, how to be sweet to a man. How to get what you want from a man instead of begging and dry begging and stealing and scamming and using your punani, to get money and use your child for child support, how cynical or how sinister or how evil that shit. They don't even show them how to really get to what they really want. Their whole chaotic thing is based on what they seen on TV and what they seen their mother went through. Or their cousin or their auntie. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing about it. These women have done a better job at the house at domesticating these young boys. They've done a great job of showing these young boys how to cook, clean, how to do this, how to sew, how to bake. They've done a great job at that for the young boys, and the girls don't know how to do none of that. Most of these women's houses, it'd be nasty. It'd be dirty. Cars be dirty. So, I mean, it's crazy, bro. And then, they just teach these motherfuckers, oh, you don't hit a girl. They tell the boys you don't hit a girl. How about you tell girls don't hit boys? Don't hit boys. We ain't got to do that. There's so many women that just feel so comfortable at firing on a nigga. I fight a nigga. And then when a nigga fights you back, you want to be mad. How about you don't put your hands on a man? It's a losing battle. And then you want to label the dude a woman beater. No, keep your hands to yourself. Y'all want equality, equal lefts, equal rights. Stop putting your hands on people. Cause you can't express your point or you mad or something like that. And in the minute, and this is why it's not equal. The minute the dude swing on you, hit you back or even restrain you to the ground, then you want to call the police. It's crazy, man. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon.
A woman who doesn't understand what her role is not fit to be a wife. Your role is not to challenge your husband.
Right.
Your role is not to compete with your husband.
Right.
Your role is not to be an agitator or a nuisance to your husband because he's doing things you don't like. Your role as a wife is to be a homemaker and a spiritual provisioner. The better you are at your job, the better he is at his job. And his job is to provide, to be a leader, and to protect the trajectory of the relationship.
Okay, let me say this really quick, you guys.
That makes sense.
This is something I want to talk about really seriously. So I see a lot of people talk about this, right? And this is what I want to address. We are in a different time now. Back in the day, women could not work at all. So they had to marry a man so they can survive.
They had it right.
Yeah, I think they had it right. They should have kept it like this.
Yeah.
But anyways, they had to marry a man or whatever the case is just to survive at that point. And so they had traditional roles, which was, I'm not at work all day, so I'm at home, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm taking care of the children, I'm making sure your lunch is packed, I'm making sure you're good, and I'm here to serve you.